the beauty and see the purpose in things others may deem unworthy. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing well. Let's get started. So I'm taking these thrifted finds and we're going to give them a new life and transform them. I'm going to be starting with this one here because it's quick and easy. So you can see it's pretty dirty and I don't think anyone would have really picked this up. So I thought, you know what, I'll take it and I'll make use of it. So I'm just starting off by giving it a bit of a clean with this wet wipe. Now I'm doing these in like a summer theme, but you can take these ideas and use them for any style or theme. I'm going to be starting off with some Mod Podge. You can use PVA as well and just apply it all over. Next we're going to be taking some napkins. So I've got this one here. It's sea themed like I mentioned. I'm going to open it up. So we're basically doing some decoupage, we're taking some napkins to decorate, and I find this really quick and easy. Like if you want to transform something, this is like one of the quickest ways, I'd say. So you open it up, remove all of the inner layers so that you are left with the thin layer here. I'm just applying it. You've got to be quite gentle with this. And remove as many wrinkles as you can. Once you've done that, you're going to go over it with some more Mod Podge. You can choose gloss or matte. I'm using matte here. Once you've done that, you can start decorating the back and the sides. So you can take some paint. I'm going to just paint that white. Now I'm bringing some of that paint onto the corners and the sides, onto the actual napkin like this. Now as you can see, I've also gone in and just added some blue shading. I'm going to be taking this pearl effect just to add a border around it. Now to finish off, I'm just going to add a little bit of net on top in the corner, just cutting it and sticking it down. So that's our first DIY done. Let's move on to the second. Before we jump into the second DIY, I wanted to mention that I am collaborating with these lovely ladies. Their videos will be in a playlist which is in the description box for you to check out. For the next DIY, I'm going to be taking this apart and making something a little nicer than this, hopefully. So I'm going to start off just by trying to get this off and then the backing as well. I'm going to paint this frame, update it a little. I'm getting rid of all of the material just by sanding it. Now I'm going to take some material, I've got this really nice light colour here, and I'm going to hot glue it on. Now I'm going to cut it so that we have the correct size. Now I've cut a piece of burlap and I'm going to add that onto the centre. Now I haven't made my burlap perfect, but that's how I wanted it, so that it looks like it's been washed ashore kind of thing. And I'm taking some shells, I've just arranged them and I'm going to glue them down. Now I'm going to add hot glue on the sides of the frame to stick this in. I've just taken a tube of blue and just with my finger smudged a little on the border. I felt like it needed a pop of colour. So that's our second DIY done. Let's move on to the third. I'm sure you all know what I'm going to turn this into, well you do because of the thumbnail, but I'm sure you would have all thought of turning this into a boat as well because the shape is just so perfect. So I'm starting again by painting it. I'm going to be painting it in some neutral colours so that it looks like wood. I'm just starting with a coat of white paint here. Now I'm going in with the brown shading. I'm taking a stick, just a twig, and I'm going to add that in the center so that I can start making the boat. Well, there's not actually much to do once I've done this. So just using my hot glue and sticking that in the center. And then just to finish the boat off, we are taking a piece of material and I'm just going to draw out a flag in a triangle shape. Now I'm going to stick the material on the twig and I'm going to turn it a little like this and then stick it rather than just sticking it on like that. Now I've got this tray and I thought it kind of looks like water a little bit here, so I thought what I'll do is turn it around and paint it so that it actually does look like water, and then I'm going to place the boat on top. So I'm going to be using some watercolours and I'm going to use some shades of white and then blue. So after the white I'm going with the lightest blue that I have. Beautiful ombre effect going on right now. So now I'm just taking the darker blue. And I love watercolours because you can just shade a lot more easier. You don't have to be good at it. For our final DIY for today, I'm taking this thrifted cup and I'm just going to start adding a little detail using an ARTEZA marker pen. Now I've filled my cup with some regular sand. This is like playing sand. And then I'm taking a miniature palm tree. I'm going to just add that in the sand. And then I've got this miniature pack that I haven't actually got to use yet of like the umbrellas and the chairs. So I'm just putting it together. How cute is that? I've just added this little starfish and shells and then a miniature human. I thought that just looks so cool. So that's the last DIY. Let's have a look at how they all come together. So just to remind you, this is the before and these are the after. I personally think these look so much more better now. They're just so full of life and I really love the soothing colours of nautical crafts. If you have enjoyed, leave me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe, and don't forget to check the playlist in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.